Hello! Hey, that's cool. It's got a little... I don't know what that thing's called. Decibel-meter? If I talk like this, it goes all the way up. But if I talk like this, it doesn't go all the way up. Actually, it still did. What the fuck is the point of that thing? Anywho, enough rambling. So once I get all my environments and everything all done, I think my next focus is going to be on character modeling, character designing, and I'm going to start working on Broken Fighter. Or, it's actually been renamed now. It's The Legend of Zebfu versus the WFL. I'll find a better name, probably. Maybe. Who knows? So basically, it has all of the Legend of Zebfu characters that I've created. Not all of them, but they're on the Zebfu side. There are Zebfu, obviously Timatuma, the most important one. That's so funny to me. Mr. Bun, the rabbit swordsman, and Sophie. She will be my magic user lady. And the boss, T-Bossed. Let that one sink in. And on the WFL side, we've got Lim from the Neo Age martial arts, or Neo martial arts. I should just call it Neo martial arts. She's well, I'll get back to the archetypes in a second. 'Cause I'm talking to myself, so who gives a shit? Lim, I've got Kyra, the shoot fighter. I've got Power, the third, the wrestler, and then I have Mio. Meow. She's the cat girl. But I also decided to put in Ray and Michelle. Now, Ray and Michelle are the same character, just one is the male version, one's a female version. I did decide to put him in it. I think he will be a good character person, man. And then I added some other characters from Broken Fighter, which was the original idea for this whole thing. I added Bertha and what I end up calling him Twinkle. Twinkle. From Steel Justice, the kung fu fighting hobo. He might make it. We'll see. We'll see. And I also put in, see, there was Esse from the Sem RPG. There's Abraxas from a story I never wrote, but I had the idea for. Abraxas and Lythia are both in there. Lythia is going to be, she was in my vampire angel story thing. Somehow she makes it in this world. It doesn't matter. From the WFL, I also added Yakushi. I've got... I'm trying to see the character selection screen in my head while driving. It's not working. But yeah, it's Zebfu, Timatuma, Mr. Bun, Sophie, Bertha, Twinkle, that spot, I don't remember who it belongs to. Maybe Kicky Girl. I know she's in there. I think she's on the right side. Kicky Girl is a girl that uses a lot of kicks, obviously, that I am not smart enough to figure out a name for yet. She uses a lot of kicks. I was going to make her sort of a, in the 2D one, since I plan on making a 2D version and then a full 3D fighter based on the WFL guys, for the 2D one, she kind of just plays like a mix of Guile, not really Guile, but she's got a lot of normal moves. Guile doesn't really have a lot of, you know how he has like the forward light kick does the knee, the forward medium kick does like this little savate kick, this upside down kick. She's got a lot of different moves. She's got a lot of normal moves. As far as like her special moves, she's got a flash kick. She's got a fireball with a kick. She's kind of like King in sort of a lot of aspects. Not the wrestler King, but the female King from King of Fighters. King. Yeah, so Zebfu, Tuma, Mr. Bun, Sophie, Bertha, Twinkle, That Spot, which I think is Kicky Girl. Then you got T-Bossed. Someone else. I don't fucking remember. I'll figure it out. So as far as like the moves go for the characters, there's two characters I'm having trouble putting moves to. Not really moves. Moves are easy to do. You just give them some special moves and they go boom. Actually, three characters. I think I've kind of got Lythia figured out. But Bertha, Abraxas, and Lythia. And to a point, Esse. Esse, I don't know what to do with him. Purely based on the fact that I haven't really thought about what he can do. The only thing that I have about Esse is he's got a lot of cool moves that I was planning for in the SEM RPG. So like storyline wise, he's got a lot of cool moves, but as far as like a fighting game goes, I don't know. I know he's going to be able to teleport. I know that he's got the sword. Maybe I should give him like a regular stance and then like the sword stance. Or maybe I should make his sword stance like a super move. So then he takes out a sword, then he switches stance, but it costs, you know, meter for him to switch stances. I don't know. Just a couple ideas I just threw out. Who knows? But he will be kind of a... well, now that he can teleport, I've got to really think about his moveset. Anyway, so let's not talk about that. Let's talk about Bertha. Now, Bertha, as we all know, is a post-op transsexual that has amnesia. So she's kind of a big burly thing. I refer to as she all the time. I just think it's funnier that way. Bertha doesn't know if she's a man or a woman or not, because she's had so many sex change operations. So, yeah. Which reminds me of the episode of South Park where they showed Mr. Garrison's one, and I couldn't watch it. I can't watch that stuff. The only thing for sure that I know about Bertha is that she's got the Dan Shoko driver as a close throw. And I think it's going to be like her big, like a Zangief 360, the pile driver. It's going to be like her big move. Whether I should focus her playstyle just based on that, I don't know. When I picture her in my head, I picture her as like a big, strong, burly character. Very unorthodox, very rough fighting style. So I'm thinking, yeah, that could be kind of her thing. As far as like other things that she could do, I know the I just got a picture in my head of the I don't know how to say it. It's the Oichio throw that Honda has, where he kind of just slams him on the ground and sits on him. She could do that. She could definitely do that. I was thinking about having her just jump up in the air and do a butt stomp, as kind of her, like how Oni has, like he jumps up and then does the palm to the ground. She could just jump up and slam her ass in the ground. Maybe it'll have like an area attack, like around her. Who knows? Who knows? But if I focus on her just being primarily focused around that throw, then she's got to have some way to... She can't be too fast. Her jumping attacks can't be... Well, they can be good. She can have great jumping attacks. But other, like, special moves that she could have... I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Thinking about what type of character she could be. So far, right now, that's all I really have for her. The Danshugo throw. A super move based on that, so it could be like a... I don't want to do a spinning pile driver, so I'll just do like a Canadian destroyer. Danshugo driver. But the thing about the Danshugo driver is that it is a punch, usually, and then they stumble into it, and then pile driver. So I could give her a strong... if I make it a punch into the throw, then... see, now I'm thinking about stuff. If she throws a punch, then it's a physical attack. Then the Oichio throw would be her like strong grab move, which would make her like a close range fighter. So like for her mid-range attacks, since she is kind of a bigger gal man, she could have a weird kick or like a big... I'm thinking kick or like a butt lunge could be a move. Butt lunge is a term that I've just used. Butt lunge. But then she's got to have a good way of getting in close. So maybe she'll have a move that can go through fireballs or just move. Kind of like Zangief's green hand, just not completely fucking useless. I don't know why that move is even around. It doesn't even knock down on hit, the EX version. What the fuck is the point of that move? I don't get it. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe just give her a bunch of throws. Then she'll end up like Kyra, so I don't want to do that. Abraxas. Let's move on. Abraxas. He's a big, giant knight, demon knight guy with a big sword. He's super slow, super strong, not agile at all. His speed is almost useless. So I don't really know what to do with that guy. Do I make him like Blackheart, where he can do a keep away kind of thing with like... I could make him like Dalsim almost, where maybe his armor will attack people from distances, but when he uses his sword, it's a big deal. I don't know. I could make him like Oni, as far as like archetypes go. I would use other archetypes from other games, but I don't know a lot of other fighting games besides King of Fighters and World Heroes. Killer Instinct. Mortal Kombat is another one, I know. World Heroes pops out. Time Splitters, Bloodstorm, Primal Rage. That other one with the animal fighting. Tournament Fighters, Ninja Turtles. Which was a good game, by the way. No Casey Jones, but still good. Had the shark guy. Armagon or something. Lost my train of thought. Right, like Oni, where he doesn't have too many options. But what he does have are some pretty good tools. The thing about Oni, though, is he doesn't have a lot of life, and Abraxas is going to have a lot of life because he's got armor on. So I could just give him a few tools and then just rely on his pure strength and dangerosity, if you call it, which I won't. Maybe I'll make his special moves pretty good and just make him like really slow. I could give him like a keep away move, like a burst, like a flame burst or something, to keep people away. Maybe it's got good wake up things, invincibility frames on startup, so it's good to keep people away with it. I know his sword attacks are going to be his strongest moves, so maybe I shouldn't use them for his normal moves. Maybe I should save it for like a super or something. Maybe one or two, and then like for a super move, big sword move. We'll think about that. But yeah, to a lesser extent, Esse. I don't really know what to do with that guy. I do now, kinda. You just make him a good rushdown character. Pretty much. He's got a sword. Swords are cool. It's a laser sword. I can just make sounds all day, but I won't. I'm not liking the traffic, but it's 167, and the semi-truck doesn't know what to do anymore, and he's in 2 lanes right now. 512's backed up, like, all the way the fuck over here. Is there ever a good time to ever take 167? I don't think so. I left at, like, 2. 2! And it's 3:50 right now. Foo Fighters is on the radio. You can't see it, but my radio tells me what is on the radio. The radio, the screen on the radio tells me. The radio doesn't tell me shit. It's fucking shit. It's not a bong, that was some water in a cup. So yeah, so Broken Fighter. Ooh, the Mishima Girl. She's in the middle of the character set screen. Don't have a name for her yet either. I have a few that I picked out, but nothing faux show. So I'll go with the archetypes real quick, and some moves for the characters. Let's start with Lythia. Let's start with the right-hand side, because I've talked about the left a little bit. Right-hand side. Lythia. Vampire. She's got a weird dash. Her dash is sort of a lunge attack. Kind of a leap forward. So her dash moves, they're not gonna... I would assume her dash would be kind of like a special move. Just forward, we'll do this dash. You can't cancel out of the dash, you can only do moves out of the dash, and if you don't do any moves out of the dash... there's a guy coming! Ah, there it is. If you don't do any moves out of the dash, it's got a shitty recovery, so... she can't really use it to leap across the screen. Or like repeated dashes, like dash, 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 dash. to get quicker. The dash is kind of quick, but if you don't do anything out of it, then it's sort of useless. I did want her to have a sort of a raging demon attack. Probably for a special. No, super move. Super move. What was I thinking? That she can do on the ground or the air. The difference between like this and like other raging demons is that even if it's blocked, it'll still go into like the animation. And you can block it because raging demon is supposed to be a grab. So even if you block it, it still does like kind of the screen turns black and there's a bunch of attacks that happen on the screen. But if you block it, she's completely vulnerable afterwards. So you can pretty much nail her with anything. Nail her. Shoutouts to Rob Naylor. Okay. But the air version, I think, is going to be the trickier one, because she can trick people into jumping in and just nailing them with the super move. So her sword attacks, I was thinking, since she is a vampire, like, part of her fighting style would be her kind of, her draining, like, blood from the opponent somehow, like doing moves that give her some life, but takes away life from the other guys, her opponents. More yawns. I'm taking a nap. Not while I'm driving. That's crazy. So thinking about that, but her style is very vicious. Her sword strikes are kind of, they've got a good range to them, but I would almost compare her sword attacks to like Homaru or Hibiki, Last Blade and Samurai Shodown respectively, but in this case Capcom vs. SK2. So like the sword range is good, but as far as like one hits or like doing combos with the swords, she can't really do those. A few kicks, maybe some, sword attacks, generic sword attacks, no big deal. And yeah, maybe some weird life stealing maneuvers. Let's see, on the other side there, I know Santaros is supposed to be in the middle. Santaros was the other WFL guy. There was supposed to be it was Power, Santaros, Kyra, Lim, Dogan, totally forgot about Dogan, and Kokushi. So those were my WFL guys. The Mishima Girl obviously takes from the Mishima Ryu style from Tekken. So there's that. She's gonna be like a pure in-close rush-down character. She's got the wave dash. Which I'm using as kind of like her main way of maneuvering around the screen. Wave dashing, and since you can wave dash, we'll get her from one side of the screen to the other pretty quick. Now the moves that she can do out of the wave dash are very varied. So she's got the hell sweeps. Like the triple low sweeps she's going to be able to have. She has the low sweep into the mid hook that Kazuya has. She's going to have a low sweep into the axe kicks, which should probably be like a pretty good juggling tool. She's got an overhead out of the hell sweep. It's like a hell sweep and then kind of like an overhead axe kick. She's got, and then she'll obviously have the Thunder God and the Electric God Fist. Both can be electrified if you do the inputs quick, with different results. So her regular Wind God Fist, if it hits, will just hit them backwards, kind of like just cause like a regular knockdown. If she does the electric version, then it will juggle. It'll just pop them almost straight up, so you can get better juggles off it. The regular God Fist, though, the Wind God Fist, I wanted to make special cancelable. Now, since she only has like 2 actual special moves in the whole game, the thing that she could do for pressure would be to Wind God Fist into her Wave Dash again into another move. There's 2 things that I didn't want to happen. I didn't want to people to be completely bombarded by just her offense. So there is going to be ways to get around it. Using meter, though, is kind of like the way to get around it. But there's also push block, so, you know, I don't think it'll be too bad. We'll see once you play it. But the other thing, too, is that it is high, so you can duck it. So if she Wind God Fists, you duck, and then she can't special cancel it into another Wave Dash. So the other special moves that she has good normals. So her normals are kind of like another way that she can deal with pressure. She's got a bunch of chain combos, like 2 or 3 hit chains. Like the standard ones, like Kazuya's 1-1-2, 1-2-2, which is, you know, 1-2 and then a back fist, a low back fist, chain. The trick about the chains is that they are really only there. They're all chains, so if the first move hits, they all hit. But the chains themselves, you can't really use in, like, you can't, like, chain into a special move or chain into a super. So her chain moves are primarily there to be pokes, to get in, for pretty much fight pressure. That's kind of like how I envisioned her. I just wanted her to be, she needs to get in there. Giggity. Giggity. And then her, she's also going to have the laser scraper, which I don't know how to do. I don't know how to do it from a 2D game standpoint. Because going back forward and a button doesn't work. I know you can go back forward, and usually 2D games won't have issues with that, but back forward, I'm thinking might. We'll see. But I wanted her to have a few mix-ups out of the laser scraper, so she's going to have the laser scraper anti-air, which is like the worst anti-air. It's basically the first 2 hits of the laser scraper, so like the elbow, the right punch, the left punch, and then she's going to have like an upward hit, which I would assume would be only good for juggles. And then she has the laser scraper low, so she'll do like she'll do the first 2 hits and then like a low sweep. And then for super moves, I didn't really know what to do for it. A laser beam out of her face, who knows? But I figured she would be like a really, really good character to be in the game because she has very obvious strengths and weaknesses. Her moves are only good up close, and she has a lot of options up close. Like, she has a lot of high, mid, and low pokes, and chains that start with mid or low, instead of just being like high chains into low. So she can kind of throw the first hit out, and if it lands, then it should be easy to hit confirm the chain. Which, I don't know, it shouldn't make her too strong of a character, but it might. But she has like she has below regular health, and, you know, like I said, not a lot of options as far as if she's out of her wave dash range, she doesn't really have anything besides the wave dash again to get in. So, the only thing that's good about the wave dash is that it goes under highs, and it can kind of go under projectiles. Other than that, you have to fully do the wave dash before you can cancel the wave dash out again. So I don't want her to just be able to go through things. So more of like a... And I know that doesn't make any sense because you can't see the hand movements, but they're there. The hand movements are available. So get this, I left 2 hours earlier than my fiance gets out of work. I left 2 hours. 2 hours before she gets out of work. She should be home in about 2 minutes. Figure that out. I was trying to get home fucking early. Anywho. Santaros. He's a character. He's my boxer character. So he does a lot of punches. Now, the button layout, which I have not talked about, is 4 buttons. 5 buttons. There's 4 main attack buttons. It's just like Tekken 1, 2, 3, 4. But they are, you know, I'm going to name them 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of A, B, D, C. A, B, D, C? A, B, C, D. Right? So the 1 and the 3 are on the left side, and the 2 and the 4 are on the right side. And then the other button is the burst button. That's a whole nother talk. The burst is used for FADCing, dashing through attacks, and canceling, well, FADCing. But you can cancel moves together. So you can, like, do... If you're Zebfu, you throw a fireball, hit that button, do another fireball, and then both fireballs will hit. You can use it to cancel combos and start other combos that would cancel. You can also use it for defense. So if you are in the air, you can air recover by hitting that button. When you hit the ground, you can also recover hitting that button. Every time you use air recover and do the ground text, it does use a little bit of meter. The burst meter has its own meter besides the super meter. The burst meter is slightly for defense, and the super meter is for offense. That's a rumblefish thing that I liked. So, different thing. The meter's for different things. It's okay. You can't make a U-turn right there, bro. Bro, that guy's making an illegal U-turn. It's illegal. The freeway ends in 1/2 a mile. Good. There was no way I was taking 512. I'm gonna have to get back on 512 now. So. More bong hits. It's not, it's water. I swear. Santaros. Now his 1, 2, and 4 buttons are his light, medium, and fierce punches, respectively. Now he's probably maybe one of the only characters that has this setup. We'll see. But his 3 button is a maneuver button. By default, he's a very sluggish and slow character. If you were... His forward speed's a little slow, his moving backward speed's a little low. By tapping the 3 button, right now, I have it so the 3 button by itself he just kind of ducks down into a little stance. The duck is kind of like a dodge move, so it'll go through moves, and then he can hit 1, 2, or 4 to get out of it, or do moves out of it, I should say. Am I gonna be able to cut this guy off? Yes. Haha! Fucker. Now I'm gonna wave at you. He probably would have just let me go. I don't even know why I had to cut him off. I didn't have to cut him off. That lane turns. I don't know how worlds work. If you hit forward in 3, he will do a slight ducking dash forward like Dudley would, or anybody else. Like, kind of like, you know, like a wave dash in Tekken, or like a duck dash, I should say. And he can do, you know, a 1, 2, or 4 out of that. He also has a back dash, where he can back dash very quickly and do a counter hit, you know, like, it's primarily used for when people come in, he can dash backwards and do moves. 1, 2, or 4. The other thing he's got is if you hit forward 3, 3, if you double tap it, I might change it. Who knows? I might make it like a quarter circle forward 3. Thinking about it. But that will do a very long range dash, almost like full screen. Think of it like Balrog or M. Bison, whichever one you prefer. The boxer from Street Fighter. His big long dashes across the screen, and then he also has a 1, 2, or 4 out of that. Besides those moves, out of his duck dash, he's not really going to be a special move heavy character. I know I would give him like maybe two other types of moves, but primarily he's just going to be, that will be that character. It would be those punches, that dash. I'll give him a couple chain combos. Other than that, that's it. Like, that's the way he attacks. Like, he's pretty simple. His attacks are going to be very, very strong to kind of make up for his lack of, not really lack of special moves. I do think that his backdash, now that I was thinking about it, could be, I'll have to see how that works, because I see, like, him being able to get out of a lot of jump-in attacks, so people that rely on him, or people that rely on, like, knocking them down and then jumping in with different vortex attacks, basically. If he could just forward dash or back dash out of stuff on Wake Up, it could give him a little bit of an advantage. But, I mean, if it's just a dash, I think it'll be fine. But if he can just get out of stuff all the time, he's not really going to be able to get out of it, because he can just dash. It'll be fine. It'll be just like the rolls from Street Fighter Cross Tekken. It's going to be fine. Don't even worry about it, Tony. Don't even fucking worry about it, bro. I talk like that as a joke, like saying, bro, dude, bro. And I'm starting to do it more and more, and I don't think a lot of people know I'm joking. So I think there's people that think I talk like that. Just sad. It makes me sad in the pants. So that's Santaros. Who else is on the other side of that character select screen? Dogan. Dogan is a character who I think I have, like, all her moves and all of her attacks, like, done. But I might have to kind of refine a little. Skullgirls, another fighting game, out of the list of fighting games I know, has done a very awesome thing when it comes to throwing characters, where it's a 6-button layout, and the light punch and light kick buttons, just like Street Fighter 3, do your throw. So that's like your throw attack. So what they do, instead of having Zangief do a 360 and punch, and then like his super move is a double 360 and a punch, and then his ultra is a double 360 and all 3 punches, those all overlap on each other, and sometimes the wrong one comes out. So to ignore all that, they map all their special throws to the throw button. Or buttons, I should say. But if you want to do like a 360 throw, it's 360 and the throw button. So that way the game's not going to ever get confused on what is a throw, what is not a throw, or what move you were trying to do, I should say. So Dogan's got a lot of throws. She's got a lot of air throws. She's primarily a kicking and throwing character. Doesn't have a lot of long-range moves. Has a lot of good mid-range to close moves. But her throws are kind of like her big thing. Right now, she's a mix of Kenta and low-key as far as like her moves go. So for her throws, she's gonna have the Key Crusher, she's gonna have the Go to Sleep. But I was thinking what would be kind of cool is that her throws, her Key Crusher throw should be an attack, maybe, so that she could do like combos and then end it with a Key Crusher or something. And her Go to Sleep would be a move that starts the combos, like she does the Go to Sleep, boom, the knee hits, and then she's going to be able to follow up combos or do whatever. Other than that, yeah, she's got wrestling move throws. I don't really know what to do with her. Right now she's just kind of a mix of a character with wrestling throws. But I kind of want to. I don't mind that. I just got to mix it up a bit. Maybe do some shifting throws, where like moves into throws. Like the Shining Wizard. I could just make a low drop kick. So if she hits the low drop kick, it turns into the Shining Wizard. Or the Black Magic, whichever one, whatever one you like. But yeah, the other thing I wanted for her to do is she can spit mist, but it uses meter. So she can spew mist to stun people, kind of. You can wiggle out of the mist stun. On counter hit, it's a little harder to get out of the stun. Like, it's not going to be like a guaranteed she hits this move, you get hit. But, yawning again. That light's going to turn red. Here it goes. Budget batteries, there they are, it is a store. So yeah, Dogan, she's mid-range, pokey, kicky character. Her super moves, she has 4. She has 2 level 1s, 2 level 2s, and one of them, it's going to be a strike and a throw each. So she can either do a super throw or a super strike. Her level 1 super throw is going to be... what is it supposed to be? I don't remember. Don't remember her level 1 throw. Not a Falcon Arrow. Not... Shit, I don't remember. Maybe it was supposed to be like a 360 Key Crusher. I'll have to figure it out. I can't tell if I have enough room. I've got enough room up there. It's fine. Choo-choo train. There it is. But her level 1 attack move is actually pretty useful. It's kind of like mid-range, goes through fireballs. She does the handspring, like a handspring elbow, but just the first part. She doesn't do the elbow. So she does the handspring, does like a kick combo, and then they get juggled. But then she does the title crush, which is his Loki's cartwheel into like the jumping high kick. So it's kind of like a cartwheel combo, juggle, and then, well, I should say cartwheel, combos, juggle, and then she'll do the cartwheel and then the big kick. And the kick will, oh, right, the kick will, you know, fucking hit him. Her level 1 throws the John Woo. So close grab, you know, kick, the eye rake. Maybe she'll do like a back handspring, like a backwards cartwheel, and then bust out the John Woo. The John Woo will bounce them like all up over everywhere. Modular buildings. Cool. Her level 2 attack is her Shining Wizard Extravaganza. Flying low kick, so it's got pretty good range and it hits low. Hits low. She does the she'll drop kick, she'll bounce backwards, do the pose, the Muda pose, Pro Wrestlev, jump forward, do the black magic, boom. The black magic, she goes for a Shining Wizard, they duck it, she lands on her foot, and then she does like a back kick to the back of the head. After she does the black magic, after the kick, she's going to roll backwards and then run and do a Shining Wizard. The Shining Wizard she's going to do is like the original one, not like the leg flailing one, but the actual knee strike that will annihilate anyone. And not a side knee. Like, the original Shining Wizard was just like a straight up, I'm going to step on your knee, and I'm going to knee you in the fucking face. And that's why I liked it. So that's the one that she's going to do. Boom! Her level 2 throw is pretty nuts. She does a cop killer double stomp. So the low-key homicide combo in one. So she's going to hook them up for the cop killer. She's going to do a crazy super jump high. Because it's a fighting game. And then she's going to once she hits the apex of the jump, she's going to let go, backflip, do a twisting backflip, and then when they... okay, so I'll start over. Cop killer. Boom. Jumps up. Kind of high. She's going to let go. Once she lets go, your opponent's going to fall kind of like on their neck head straight down. As she lets go, she's going to backflip over and then do a twisting backflip right on their butt as they land for the double stomp. So it's kind of like... and that's what's going to cause like the shit ton of damage it does. I think Chase and Rant nearly died when he took that, so... there's no good way to take that move. You just die. Almost literally. Almost literally. It's craziness. Sonic Forest, I totally get you now. I have to get over a lane. I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh, it might. It might. Nope. Nope. It might. It might. I'm doing it! I'm getting over! These people, and they're doing the speed limits. It's funny. So there's Dogan. Simple, straightforward character. Like, I guess her strengths would be the fact that she can... I don't know who that guy's yelling at. There's no one around him. He's just yelling. I guess, like, why would you pick her? I guess if you would like that type of style, She's pretty quick. She's got lots of good footsie pokes. When she gets close, she's got a lot of good grabs. Sort of easy to use. She's pretty straightforward. And she's, it's a girl that can wrestle. So, and not the fake wrestle. Well, it is fake, but the good shit. So that's why you would pick her. Who else on the outside? Abraxas. Already got away with him. Gary Jules, Mad World, on the radio right now. I left round 2. Very, very sad. Because the fuckers kept on coughing and my throat kind of hurts. But I think it's because I'm talking. And there's a big pine tree in the house. Let's see, who else? I could talk about Kyra. Let's talk about Kyra. Completely based off of Kyra Gracie. Let's get that out of the way. She is going to be my... she is a close-range martial artist grappler. She is going to have shit moves, far range. She has one good mid-range move, and that's her power punch. She pretty much like imagine Paul Phoenix's punch, his Phoenix Smasher. It's that. It's got some invincibility frames on it. She can charge it. It's a big power hit. That's it. The rest, all close range throws. Now, what makes her dangerous is the fact that she can grab you from pretty much any range just out of her regular attacking range. If she gets in close, she can mix you up with the big throws and just annoy the shit out of you. The reason it's so annoying is because it's a two-parter. Her 1+2, she will do a shoot tackle. And once she does the shoot tackle, which is unblockable, cannot block it, she will tackle you down. Once she has you on the ground, she can hit any of the buttons, 1, 2, 3, or 4, to do follow-ups. The follow-ups you can break. You can get out of. It's a 50-50. She either hits the punches or she hits the kicks. Now, once she gets through, if she does the tackle and she does a follow-up, whatever move she does that follows you up, she has the complete advantage. She's going to be able to get up way before you. So then she can start again with another mix-up. So the shoot tackle, I think, has 4 follow-ups. I know it has 4 follow-ups, but I'm pretty sure it's a tackle into an armbar. It's a tackle into punches, like mounted punches. It's a tackle into an inverted... Well, she tackles them down, puts them in a head and arm triangle with her arm. She does a triangle hold with her arms, but then she's going to bridge it. So she flips forward, bridges it. And then the other one, I don't fucking remember. Headbutts or something? I don't know. So there's that one. If she hits 3 and 4 up close, 3 and 4 is a chancery grab, so she puts you in like a front face lock. Out of the front face lock, she's going to be able to do knees to the head. She's going to be able to, I think she's going to be able to put you in a triangle hold. I think. It's either a triangle hold or a guillotine. She's going to be able to do the crazy Ogawa submission, which he puts you in an upside down triangle, rolls over you, and then grabs your other leg in like a half Boston crab. So It's crazy. It was like the craziest fucking thing I ever saw on Tokyo Zone 3. And he's only done the move once, I think. So, that's pretty awesome. Like, once ever. And it was in the United States, and I think it was against Don Fry for the NWA heavyweight title. Don't know why I remember that shit, but I do. I think it was the NWA title. Not the rap group, the wrestling company. She's also, yeah, so she's got the knees, Crazy Ogawa submission, that triangle or something, and another move. I remember the three of them. I can't remember the fucking fourth one. Who cares? She's also going to be, she has a special throw, like a 360 throw, which is like a, she grabs you, jumps in the air, and does like a rolling Ipponzi. Ipponzi! Which is kind of like her big throw, like a 360 throw. There's good, bad things about this move. The good thing, shit ton of damage. It's craziness. Bad thing, after she hits that throw, she's got to work her way back in. Since she lands kind of far away from the character. When she lands far away when she hits it. But it does like the most damage out of all of her close range throws. The other throw that she's got is a lunging flying armbar. Think Ryo Saito. Not Ryo Saito. That's the fucking Dragon Gate guy. Ryu? Ryuma? Roma? Ryu? Something? Don't know. He did a flying armbar, beat a guy in 6 seconds. So she's going to be able to have that. So up close, oh, the Chancery grab is a high grab. So she's going to be able to grab you, she's just grab, and then you get put in a Chancery, and then you have a 50-50 chance of breaking the follow-up. The tackle, if she's just in range of the tackle's going to hit you. Now, the tackle doesn't do any damage, and neither does the Chancery, but it's kind of one of those things, like, you have to remember, once you get caught in it, you have to break it, or you're eating free damage. So, that's kind of where she's most dangerous. She can just kind of grab you. Her grabbing range is larger than the regular grabbing range. So, like, if you were to just walk up to someone and throw them, you'd have to be kind of close. The Chancery grab, she kind of does like a little bit of a lunge forward, so she can kind of grab you from outside of her regular grabbing range. Up close, she is dangerous. Far away is where you want to keep her. Keep her out of the grabbing distance, because the tackle and the grab are not, even the lunging flying armbar, she can get hit out of it. It's like she's not invincible at all. But if she can trick people into like baiting any move, like if you miss a footsie or you throw a dumb move out, she's gonna get you. She's gonna fucking get you. So, you know, that's why she's dangerous. Her level 1 and 2 are pretty much, her level 1 is like a super tackle, so it's got a little bit further range than her regular tackle, but once the tackle hits, it's over. She beats the ever-loving shit out of you. Same thing with her level 2. It's a grab. She grabs you, you're fucking done. I might have those backwards. I think her level 1 is a regular super grab, and the level 2 is the one where she beats the ever-living shit out of you. Yeah. So that's Kyra. She's, if you want just to get in, do crazy amounts of damage, annoy the shit out of people, great character. I'm already pissed off that she has a lot of these moves. I'm really pissed off that it's 4:30 and I left at 2. So, let's see. There's Mio. She's the cat girl. pretty much based off of Felicia from Darkstalkers, another fighting game, and that one cat girl from King of Fighters that I don't fucking know her name. The only reason I picked her was because she was a cat girl. The main difference between this one is that we don't know if she's like an actual cat girl. She has the ears, she's got the tail, her hands are normal though, her feet are normal, so we don't know if it's just like a cosplay thing or if like that's actually her. The one thing she does have is good range. She's got a lot of lunging attacks, she's got a couple pounce attacks, claw swipes, like claw rekkas, I think I'll give her. The one thing I wanted her to have was, at first I wanted her to have a good cat, bad cat stance. Her good cat would be like a normal cute sitting pose, you know, and then she can do moves out of it. And the bad cat would be kind of like, you know, paws in front, ass up, kind of stalkerish kind of pose where she could move in around. I think I'm going to just keep her between her normal stance and just have the cute little cat sit just to be her regular crouch. And the bad kitty, as I called it, to be her two stances. So she's going to be between regular and then the bad kitty. The bad kitty she's going to be able to have moves out of it. Like there'll be a different type of punch, not punch, like a claw swipe, like a big low claw swipe that she can dash cancel out of if it hits. A pounce, like a death pounce. I know she's going to be able to slide and do like up kicks. I don't know whether just to keep all those in the bad cat or do the good cat, it doesn't matter. But that's kind of her basic style, is that she's going to be a quick, pokey, a lot of good chain combos. She's going to be able to do a lot of hits, a lot of chains, almost like an Ibuki, but less with the jumpiness and the fact that Ibuki completely relies on her knockdown attacks to do anything. So this character would be like for people who like fast, annoying characters. Speaking of fast, annoying characters, brings me to Tigress. Tigress will be my ninja girl. That's required for every fighting game, I think, is to have one ninja girl. Whether it be a ninja nurse, like in Skullgirls, or a whole game of ninjas, like Mortal Kombat. They're all fucking ninjas. It's Liu Kang and Kung Lao, Shao Kahn, and then ninjas. No one counts Striker, doesn't fucking matter. And Nightwolf, he's a Native American ninja. So, think about that. Oh, so no, Striker's an urban ninja. So, no, they're all fucking ninjas. And Raiden, he's a thunder ninja who shoots lightning. Don't understand, because thunder just makes noises. So, I'm the thunder god. Ooh, I can only do half of whatever makes people scared of lightning. Bag. No. Gay! Better. Now, Tigress is going to be my fast, annoying character, but for another reason. Oh, I gotta give her a dive kick then. Mio, the cat girl. Gotta give her some sort of like a dive kick or like a dive slash. Something out of the air that makes her annoying on cross-ups too. Because if I want to make her combo heavy, the cross-ups gotta annoy the shit out of people too. Oh, I could also give her like a backdash into her bad kitty stance that you can cancel like combos out of to get her out of the way. That'd be annoying too. Shit. I really hope this is still recording. It is. That's good. Well, we're talking for an hour. Not draining the battery as fast as hang with friends, though. Figure that out. Fucking killing my battery. I think it's the 4G that's killing the battery pretty quick. I'm pretty sure if I leave it on with Wi-Fi, it won't be as bad. But back to games that are relevant, like fighting games that aren't made yet. Tigress is gonna have, she has like Psy attacks. She's got a Jago kick, Killer Instinct, where she kind of flies across screen, and if it hits, opens them up for combos. But she's also gonna have a game within a game called Shadow Games. Now, Shadow Games is a dash slash. The thing about this dash slash, this little dash slash, is the follow-ups. It's got 3 follow-ups afterwards. She can do a dash slash, boom, hits him. Fine, they block it, no big deal. She can also do a dash slash and end up behind them. So she'll boom, ends up behind him. What makes this annoying is that if she hits them with the dash slash and she ends up behind them, she can immediately do another dash slash. Now that second slash can either hit medium or it can hit low. So the first hit's gonna hit, I guess there's a general, you can block it high or low. The second one, you gotta pick or choose. If she goes mid and you duck, you get hit. If she goes mid and you stand, she can go low, boom, you get hit. Now after the second one, she can also hit you up again for a finishing slash. Same thing again, she can go mid or she can go low. Now, the finishing slash is horribly unsafe. Horribly. The second hit out of the Shadow Games, slightly less unsafe. The thing about it is, though, is that she can cancel those slashes into nothing. So she can hit you with a slash, and then do a nothing slash that does nothing, so she'll just zip back to the other side, and then you'll just be stuck sitting there like a goose, and then she can do like another slash that goes low. So she can either do hit, 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 she can do hit, hit, nothing, and nothing recovers way quicker. Or she can go hit, nothing, nothing, and just leave you fucking just sitting there doing fuck all, just hand in your pants going, hey, what's in my pants? Is it a vagina or is it a penis? I don't know, let me find out. Oh my god, it feels great either way. Who gives a fuck? And that's the sound the game will make, I think. No, it won't. So that'll be a big part of her game, would be to do the slashes into nothing. I was thinking, like, what would be, like, crazy annoying? A character that could, like, wreck from each side. Oh, but what if they could wreck it into nothing? Like, what would that do? Well, if she does nothing and the other guy tries to do an attack, they're going to get hit with something. If she does the attack and they block, then it's, like, you don't know if it's... You don't know how, like, how safe it is, depending on the attack that she did. So, it's so annoying. But that's kind of her style. She's gonna be annoying. Think of it like a Fei Long. She's gonna be like Fei Long, slightly more annoying and not as many Evo wins. There was like one Evo where there was 2 Vipers and 2 Fei Longs, a Ryu and a Rufus, I think, was the top 8. I don't even know if that makes 8. It's 1, 2 Rufuses. No, 1 Rufus, a Ryu. It's 2. 2 Vipers. And there was probably an Akuma. And for shits and giggles, fucking Hakan. Why not? Hakan. Such a good character. No one picks him. Sad. So that's Tigress. We will move to Limmy, good old Limbo. Lim will be my capoeira person. She does a lot of breakdancing, capoeira attacks, combo heavy. She's going to be able to do lots of cool combos, multi-hit specials. She's just going to be like a pretty good character. No fireball though. So, I think that's like not even a drawback, but most of the characters I put in the game don't have fireballs because Street Fighter 4, it kind of penalized people who used fireballs. Like Sonic Booms and Hadoukens do fuck all for damage. It don't do shit. And they're supposed to be like a range tool. So if you get hit with fireballs, you know, you're doing something wrong. Because they're meant to, you know, keep people in certain ranges. I didn't want to punish people for picking a character that had a fireball specifically for that reason. That don't make no sense. If they get hit with a fireball, they need to take some flipping damage. Like, at least equal to a Fierce Punch. Or 2. Not 2. Maybe 1.5 at most. But, yeah, Lim will... she's gonna have, like, some low attacks, some high attacks, anti-airs. Like, she's gonna be, like, a kind of a basic... Besides Zebfu, like, she's gonna be, like, the other half of the cast, the non-wacky side. She's gonna be like the Ryu of the second half, basically. I don't know about a lot of her moves yet. I have them written down in a notebook, but I haven't really been to that notebook in a while. Now Kokushi is a character who I wanted to base purely off of Goken. Not purely off of Goken, but Goken's style in Street Fighter 4 is awesome. I really, really like that, his character design. He has similar attacks to the Shoto guys, but his primarily play style is nothing like them. So even though he has a fireball, he kind of has a Shoryuken. It's a super move, but he can't, you know, use it obviously all the time. Hurricane kicks, they're all different and tweaked, so he doesn't play the same. But the one thing I like about Goken is he uses his palms. He doesn't really use his fists. So Kokushi is going to be able to do that. So he's more of a palm and kick person. So he's very methodical, very straightforward. Maybe 2 or 3 hit special moves or regular moves. Special moves are just power hits, basically. That's what I wanted his whole character style to be like. It's very methodical. When I originally made the character, because he's going to be a robot ninja, obviously, because that's, who wouldn't like that? Mortal Kombat. More robo ninjas. Different robo ninjas this time. When Gotham is ashes, then you have my permission to die. Bane. My beard Bane. Pirate Bane. But that's what I wanted Kokushi to end up being like. When he first started out, he was just going to be a ninja-ish character. His moves were going to be ripped off from the other ninja characters in the game. And it didn't really have anything set in stone. Once I played Street Fighter 4 and saw how awesome Goken was, I was like, yeah, Goken. Fuck yeah. So there's that. I will stop here. I'm home now. I have to pee real bad. I will continue this conversation probably Wednesday or at a later day. Thank you. I have to hit stop.